How do?
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
You all right?
Oh, living the dream, mate. Better than Alex with his wafty DTF.
Tiny Willie.
Mm. Hi,
Well,
Alex.
I didn't see what happened. The group's just been like blowing up today, and I've been on press, so I haven't actually had a chance to check. And
Oh,
I saw how many messages there were, and I was like, I could quite easily spend 2 hours scrolling back through this, and I'm not prepared to do that. So,
no, it was just there was a halo on all of his DTF
oh right,
from a very reputable DTF supplier
oh right.
that I've used before and that Paul's used before. Um,
Do
and
the do the letters uh also symbolize a console that was once released by
yes,
Nintendo? Okay, yeah,
100%, yeah.
cool.
And I've never had any problems with them actually. I think they're for the money they're bang on. And
I've never heard good things about them apart from
it's
Paul.
weird, isn't it? But yeah, yeah, I've no all the stuff I did the other day, my accidental hate crime printing,
Mm.
um, was all that, all fine, no problems. Um, but he was getting this weird haloing, and it was just the file format because he was PDFing rather than PNGing.
That doesn't make any sense though, because the DTF because PDF is technically vector, so there's not unless he's got like extra paths in there,
Well, but
it,
basically, it's
it
sorted now.
wouldn't it wouldn't print them.
He spoke direct to them,
Mm.
and
Well, it sounds like a fuck up on their end then.
yeah, but I mean, I suppose what it could be because you don't know no one really knows. Only wizards know what goes on, sort of postscript with a lot of this shit. So it could be
Well,
doing when
yeah,
it
that's what I mean though. It's probably some in their end. It's probably to do with the rip.
yeah. So there's something going on there, but
Mm.
apparently it's going
And
to be
I,
sorted.
I know what machines they use because I used to run one,
Mm.
and they can do weird things
Mm.
sometimes. So, but they should have picked up on it.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
But then again, if it's that cheap, then quality control probably goes out the window, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've not had any problems with them at all. Weird, isn't
Mm.
it?
Mm.
What do you have? Maybe they just don't like
Mm.
you.
Yeah. Well, it's from a couple of other people I've heard as well. So I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
just really like me. Maybe that's what it is.
Hmm.
It's
That's
probably
probably
more.
the more likely outcome. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone likes me.
We love this man with tiny hands. Let's give him good DTF.
Such tiny hands on him. What's new? Anything new? Anything exciting? Anything fresh? What's fresh? Talk to me about it,
Uh,
Darcy boy. Tell me what's going on. With a
what's going
little bit
on?
of luck, we can make it through the night. I don't want to rinse and sound.
Um, God, that's a big bottle for your little hands. Or is it actually a really tiny bottle?
This is my Someone told me many many moons ago. This
Don't
bottle,
swerve the question.
probably a little from college. I mean, it's a liter bottle.
Oh, right.
It's quite big. Someone told me many moons ago in the early 2000s, buy a Nalgene bottle, you have it for the rest of your life.
Mm,
They were not wrong. I bought this in 2006.
right.
Used it, I'd say, probably every day since. Yeah.
What's so special about it?
Um, well, I'm glad you asked. Firstly, it is like fucking indestructible.
So that
You
just
can.
looks like the AS Color bottle I've got.
That's where everyone's. I think the design pattern ran out on it, so everyone's copied it recently.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
but this is like like the AS Color one. It's a lovely bottle, but you can squeeze it a little bit.
Mm.
This is rock solid, like rock
Oh,
solid.
right.
These have been driven over and all sorts. They're the bollocks. The best thing is about them, they've got a massive opening on top. So if you like put ice and shit in,
Mm.
like you can pile ice in
I'm
there,
gonna
and also
put
for
my willy
cleaning
in
and
it.
put your willy in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just and I like the little thing up the side that tells you how much is in there.
Mm.
Yeah, I've had it for yeah, nearly 20 years.
It's older than me.
Mm. Is it bollocks?
Oh. Anyway, what did you ask me? What's new?
It was new.
Um, kind of found out what's happening with my dog.
Oh, good. I mean, I
Um,
actually, you've actually told me all this, but for the benefit of the
yeah, no,
listener,
yeah, yeah. She's got one, possibly two compressed discs, which has been giving her hell for nearly a month now, just over 3 weeks. And yeah, she's been on painkillers pretty much constantly for 3 and a bit weeks, and yeah, not doing very well. But we went to see a specialist yesterday, and like pretty much immediately they told us,
mm.
oh, immediately within an hour they told us what was going on without having done like an MRI scan, and they were like,
So out of order, isn't it?
hmm. So I'm a bit fucked off with our current vets because we've spent an absolute fortune so far on CT scans and X-rays and all this sort of shit. Um, but yeah, thank fuck we didn't have to have the CT scan yesterday because that was going to be, I think it was £2,800 it would have been, which is a tasty number.
Why is it so
Um,
much money?
oh, fuck knows, mate. Fuck knows. Um, but
Did
yeah,
it?
other than that, just been printing all day.
Speaking of scans and stuff, did I tell you what happened to my friend's wife?
No.
They took their kid for an MRI because he's got an ongoing condition and he has to have tests every now and again. And they said, "Oh, anything metal, obviously take it all off." And that, she, yeah, I don't have anything metal on me. And then she remembered once they turned the machine on that she had those new fancy eyelashes that are like held on with little magnets.
Oh,
So she was standing there and they turned the machine on and they're not held on tight, but all of a sudden her eyelashes just went dink, like it just shot clean off across the fucking.
fuck it all. Nearly killed somebody on the way there.
Oh, for death by eyelash. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I didn't even know that was a thing. I had to
Would
Google it
would there
afterwards.
be a worse death?
I,
Death
I
by
don't
eyelashes.
I don't know how they stick on, but there's it's obviously some sort of glue or
Maybe,
something or other.
maybe she's actually a robot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, my friend is a bender, so that would make sense. I'm pleased with that. Really
Well
pleased with
done.
that. Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. Just getting up. I'm just getting up his website, by the way. Just give me one sec. Just copy the link
All right.
over.
Get it up. Get it up.
Yeah,
Quicker.
there you go. Done. Cool.
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 That was what's the word? Underwhelming.
You're welcome. Better than being whelming.
Oh, I am whelmed.
So whelmed. Just so whelmed. Like fully whelmed.
It
Can
doesn't sound good, that, does it?
let's Google it. Is whelmed a thing? Can
It
you
must
be?
be whelmed. It's just whelmed is just like meh, isn't it? It's
Do you
not
know what's
like
really pissing me off when you Google shit now and you get an AI overview? I don't want an AI overview. Or
yeah.
happy just to fucking read it. Apparently, can a person just be whelmed? Well, whelmed means the same as overwhelmed. Over
Oh,
was added to the front of it, then displaced the original word. So you can be whelmed, but
but surely
this
that
means
means
it's
if you say underwhelmed, that's saying under overwhelmed.
yeah, pretty much yeah.
Well, that's fucking
Um,
stupid. Well done, English language, yet again.
uh, although that is only one source, it could be that could be wrong.
Yeah, somebody's just making shit up.
Speaking of
I mean,
making,
it'd be better. Surely it'd be better if you had like underwhelmed, midwhelmed, and then overwhelmed.
well, isn't whelmed just mid-whelmed?
Hmm.
This is the extra medium question, really. Again, isn't it? Isn't it?
Hmm.
That should be an ongoing question we ask the guests about t-shirts. Where does extra medium fit on the list? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
See, I'm sort of the opinion that extra medium is just medium, and
Hmm.
then there should be a small medium and a medium large.
I'm lost. I'm not even going to lie.
Well, you have extra small, right?
Yeah.
But extra small is more small. Yeah.
Right.
You have extra large, but extra large is more large.
Right. I see what you mean.
So where does extra medium sit?
Does it? I don't think that exists.
Well, no, I know, but if it did exist, where would it be?
What, between medium and large?
No, why not between small and a medium?
Because it's extra.
Yeah, but extra small is goes the
Oh,
other
right. I
way.
see what you mean.
Extra large
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
extra small goes to the left, and extra large goes to the right.
Oh, don't do this to me before we have a guest on, please. My brain is just good. This is just going to be running through my brain for the next like hour now.
That's what I said. I think extra medium just means more because extra small just means more small, doesn't it? And extra large
Yeah.
means more large. So extra medium
Yeah.
just means medium. But then if
Yeah. It
you
just
wanted to
means
have it,
plus.
you'd need to
Just me.
have like a small medium. So you'd need to go extra small, small medium, medium, which would be extra medium, and then medium large, and then extra large.
Nah, no, fuck the small people. They don't need extra.
But it's not. It's for the medium people. It's for the people
It's
in between.
actually for the extra medium people.
Yeah. No. It's for the extra. It's for the
Oh,
small
no,
medium
please,
people.
please. My brain is going to melt, honestly.
Can I just say, I do keep forgetting that these are now being filmed, and so that like the video comes out. So when I was just as shocked as everyone else was in that brief interlude when you bent out the way the other day, and I did the two fingers up quickly thing,
Hmm,
right? I forgot that we now have these on YouTube, and then that would be a thing.
brilliant.
Oh, fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
you have to display your disdain for me privately now.
No, I'm gonna keep doing it every opportunity. When you
Oh,
move out the
right.
way,
Just so when I go back through the edit, I'm just going to be sad.
if
Just
you
like,
like, yeah. It's more disdain for the it's not about you personally, it's just your entire existence.
oh, thanks, mate. That makes me
That
feel so much better.
that was meant to be comforting.
Was it?
Well, it wasn't, clearly.
No, no. Hang on. So I've just sent him a message.
Okay.
Um, what have you been up to anyway?
When did we last record? Last week.
Last Thursday.
What's happened since last Thursday? I went and saw my friend's new baby. That was cool. And all the cool shit he's got in his house that like it all automates. Like you walk around and the lights come on and shit, and they adjust the temperature where you are. It's really clever. It's mega. Um, and then yeah, just prepping for this big job that I don't know if you saw the picture of all the boxes of the big job I got coming. Like fucking
Yeah.
massive. There's like 15 grand's worth of t-shirts I've got to print in the next couple of
Jesus.
weeks. Yes, yes. I was hoping that when you look at that many boxes, you sort of hope that some of them are hoodies and sweatshirts, but don't think any of them
Oh,
are.
I
They're all
don't.
t-shirts. I
I
do.
don't.
I do. I'm the hoodie sweatshirt king, man. I'm
Yeah, I know. I'd rather 10
primo.
boxes full of t-shirts than 10 boxes full of fucking hoodies.
Well, I love a hoodie. But
Hmm.
aside from that, nothing's new. I feel like I only spoke to you like 7 or 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, listener,
Weird,
I'm not
isn't
being
it?
very exciting. Nothing's new.
It's all right. The excitement is yet to come. And on that, we'll intro who we've got on this week.
Oh yeah, yeah, because it's not a breakfast jacket potato this week. It's a proper episode.
Yeah, so we've got Tom,
Mm.
otherwise known as Watcher, from Watcher Designs, um, who is an artist. He's well, an illustrator. He does clothes. He draws on skateboards. He does graffiti. He does all sorts, and he seems like a very interesting bloke. So we thought we would get him on,
Hmm.
and he's here and waiting. So I'm going to let him into our dungeon now.
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
Hello,
hello.
mate.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
How's
You
it
all
going?
right?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Living the dream, mate.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
Living the dream. That cupboard behind you is curved.
it
Or is that
is.
the camera?
That is curved, yeah.
All right, Pab gets like fascinated by the weirdest things.
My
So how do
amazing curved cabinet.
how does the open it? Go and open it.
I'll go open it. You ready?
Yeah.
Pretty keen. Bottom one as well is curved.
I don't think I've ever seen a curved cabinet before.
Surely.
I don't get out much. My chain isn't that long. It's Darcy's fault.
Oh,
Thanks for
right.
coming on.
No worries, man. It's all good. Is what's happening? Is everything being recorded from now on then?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll keep that in
Yeah.
mind then.
Anything
Yeah,
you do
just
say will be held against you.
Yeah.
Darcy, if things we said were held against us, I should have been in jail a long time ago.
That's
Uh,
what editing is for, my friend.
True that. True that.
I have cut out some fucking heinous things that Pav has said.
oh, I could
Um,
imagine.
Oh, they weren't
Yeah.
that bad. They
Really?
weren't that bad.
Things just slip out, don't they? It's just how it is.
Exactly.
Hmm.
In the heat of the
Oh,
moment.
yeah. So before we kind of probably jump into it, mate, do you want to give us a little intro to you and a rundown of what you do?
Of course I can. So pretty much I'm Watcher Designs. I'm an illustrator who's trying to build a clothing brand. Obviously that's hence why you've come to me. But solely I'm a graffiti writer. I'm just obsessed with graffiti. Um, and just channeled it into the clothing pretty much and have just gone from there.
You're quite good at it as well, aren't you?
I mean, I wouldn't toot my horn, but a lot of people have said something like that.
You just do some horn tooting, mate. You're really good at it. Like
Thank you very much, man. I do love a bit of drawing. Like my whole life I've been drawing, so with my heart it's where it's supposed to be.
you say your whole life. How old are you?
I'm 22 now, and I've been drawing like literally ever since I could hold a pen. Like my mum would like show me all of like my old like school books or whatever, and it's just doodles upon doodles upon doodles. So it's just always been in my fingertips, I suppose.
Yeah, you must have been drawing for a while because you have quite a mature pen, is how I'd describe it. Like you
Well, like
don't
the
you
pen I use.
no, as in like your style isn't your style's pretty dialed.
So what I was trying to say, your
Thank you.
pencils are really old, mate.
Do you know
Just
what I
gonna
mean though?
buy
Like
you some new ones.
you've got a very clear sort of style and aesthetic,
Thank you very much.
which
People say it's very tattoo orientated.
is very and it takes a lot of people a long time to get to that. So you must have been
None
drawing
of
a
that.
long while to get to where you are because it's like almost it's so clearly defined. I don't know how much of your stuff is actually on Instagram. Is there loads that's not on there, presumably?
But to be fair, I post quite a lot. I try and keep everything like on there, and whatever isn't posted is on my highlights through like the hand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So just like everything I've created, I kind of just post it, or else it's just gonna go to waste and sit on that little clipboard up there.
Mm. Oh, the
Nice
clipboard,
one.
the
Yeah,
clipboard where designs go to die. Is that I've got one of those.
exactly one of them.
Yeah,
The ones that just get put in the back.
yeah, mine's a folder. It's next to the porn folder.
No way.
Oh,
How?
usually, sorry, I was just going to say, whilst we're on the topic, we usually ask this question a little bit later, but how did you actually kind of get to your kind of style then? Because it's very heavily like graffiti influence. Like what
Yeah, it
kind of
is.
drew you towards that in like an illustrative perspective,
Um,
from a illustrative perspective? Bloody hell.
I'd say I don't know. Obviously, the main scene in graffiti is painting.
Hmm.
And I'm a huge fan of painting as well, but I didn't like getting dirty and I didn't like the risk either. So I pulled myself away from all that. And literally just got my head right in my sketchbook and just started creating. But I'm not too sure. It's all just kind of come together. My style just developed, I suppose. Yeah. Not
Because
too
your even the illustrations you do, your illustrations are drawn in a style that's like
graffiti.
graffiti writing. Yeah, but not no, but not just like graffiti style. Like your it looks like it's a text, if that makes sense. But I know it's not. But like the line thickness and the weights and everything, how you
Yeah,
use it,
exactly that. It is.
it's carried over to your actual designs.
Yeah. It's just how it's always been. I'm very systematic in my head. So like the way I do one thing, I'm gonna do that for like the rest of my life, kind of thing. Hence why all of my illustrations kind of match up with each other. But I'm just obsessed with fine liner. I love fine liner and I love the clean lines that like each side's produce. and then I'll use like
Yeah.
a range of those different fine liners within like one piece of artwork to create like the cuts where each line joins. I kind of like do like that kind of method for every single connection. It kind of like brings it all together, I suppose. It's a nice little technique.
Must take forever.
Yeah, and if you look closely, I don't know if you've got any up right now, but
Yeah,
got like loads and loads of dots. So like pointillism. So
yeah.
Mm.
sit there. It's not all of the designs, but a fair amount of them, like over, I'd say 70% of them have dots upon dots.
Well, I think what's so compelling about what you've done is that you've done actually something we've spoken about it a lot on the pod with brands and stuff, and how if you can make something look good in black and white,
Hmm.
it looks good everywhere.
Yeah, I
And
understand, mate.
you're
Shows
like
improvement.
your ability to have like a very pared down color palette is impressive. Like your black and white drawings are fucking mega. Like they're
Thank you.
absolutely mega.
Thank you. The only reason is because I'm scared of color. That's literally it. Just too scared to
It's
go there.
genuinely though, it is. I think it's harder to make like a good single color design than it is to make something look good with loads of colors and that.
Yeah,
And I
no, I
think
agree
like
with
especially in like a digital age, like where like so for instance, I draw on an iPad or I use Illustrator, like
that.
it's
Yeah,
so easy to just chuck loads of colors in there. But like
it is drag
what
and drop in it.
brings yeah, exactly. But I mean what kind of brings me back a bit from that is the fact of my screen printer and I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do a 6 color design because it's going to be a pain in the
So
arse sort
many
of thing.
different screens. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I think there's a real skill. Now, we haven't brought this up for a while, have we? Really, I think it came up like a lot, like maybe a
Yeah.
year ago with like a
Mm.
few different brands. But there's a real skill in like creating stuff that just looks good as like black on
Black and
white.
white. Yeah. It is a fun little task every time I can say that.
Hmm. No, I bet,
You
mate. I bet.
so how was how was it born? Like what
How
made
was
you
it
go?
born?
Hmm. Made you
What,
go that
the name or the aspect of wanting to be a brand?
No, you. How were you born?
I think it's something to do with my mum and my dad, something like birds and the bees kind of conversation.
when well I mean I suppose both really. Name. Do you want to start with the name and then like work from there?
Watcher was kind of, it's based off of like the fact that I dropped back um in the street scene and knew a lot about the scene, but just watched. And that's kind of where the name Watch came from, is I was the watcher. I was constantly just knowing what was going on, but never doing anything kind of thing.
Hmm.
Um, and then obviously I love the lettering. Like I like the T being in the middle of the C. Like if it's just watch, it's abbreviated. It's all completely symmetrical. And then if you were to then expand it to watcher, you've then still got a middle letter, which then has the other ones either side. So it's just got like really nice balance. That's pretty much where the name originated from. Was obviously me dropping back and then liking the letter structure, and then the brand kind of formed off of my art being respected, and I was like, this could probably turn into something a bit more than me just sat in my room drawing. So I then brought it out to the public, did a few festivals and stuff like that, and then it did just grow from that. Really, just kind of winging it. One of those
So
ones.
what did you take to the festivals? Like an actual like brand store, clothing store, or whatever?
Yeah. So I managed to get my hands on like the most bulk standard gazebo I can imagine, and then mass printed. So I did a run of I think like 4 characters, which are the ones with the necks that are ripped off with the pretty much him that's up there,
Yeah.
All right,
his
yeah, yeah.
bucket hat, and they got a lot of interest off like literally just prints, and that's what circulated everything from then on. It just kind of flowed itself, and I just carried it on.
So you literally just had a load of t-shirts made, went to a
No, not
festival.
t-shirts, like just like original
Oh,
prints.
just like prints. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Right,
not
yeah,
even
okay.
original prints, I say, just scanned through. I did like, I think I printed like 30 of each thing, packaged them all up in like loads of tubes, and then just took them with me and then hope for the best.
Fair enough, mate.
That's the way to do it, mate. That is ballsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a cheap thing to do either.
No, it was a bit long-winded, especially when I'm not academic, so I knew nothing about Illustrator, nothing about InDesign, nothing about nothing. I just literally had to just fully send it.
I like
Fair,
that.
man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mega. That's
Yeah.
mega.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself more of an artist or a brand owner then?
I'm trying to trail away from being an artist because the amount of time people ask for commissions, and obviously if they then get me to commission their stuff and it's my style and then they use it for clothing, it's kind of taken away Watcher being its own brand.
Yeah, you're diluting yourself, aren't you?
Exactly that. So I'm trying to come away from the illustrative side of it and being like doing a run of 20 prints with the clothing brand and doing like a big kind of like tie-in together to create that kind of like authentic niche kind of thing that I don't feel like a lot of people are kind of doing at the moment. I feel like it's very like genetic and everything's done.
Yeah, yeah. I can't actually think you're right. I can't think I've seen anyone that really does your style, like the style of what you're doing.
No.
You see plenty of like tattoo stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of like graffiti brands, but they all seem to circulate the same designs. And I just want to come away from that and put everything onto anything, really. I just want to go crazy with it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
You've got some you don't seem to be limited by your like subject matter either. Like I'm just scrolling through your Instagram. There's like a cigarette, a car, like a thing with a monster with eyes on the ends of sticks. Is it
Oh, yeah,
a
he's had
tortoise?
TV, that's
A
cool.
tortoise or a turtle, is it? Well, I don't know which one it
Yeah,
is.
with his hand up doing a rock star symbol.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah, it's just
a frog. It's just that they're. It's like you're like a creative. It's a massive creative outlet for you, obviously.
it
But
is. It's
there's
very much.
no your style's pinned down, but your themes aren't, which is quite
No,
cool.
it's not at all. And I've actually been trying to tailor it a tiny bit into retro culture because I'm obsessed with like old cameras, TVs, boom boxes, like all of that stuff. It's all dotted around my house. So I'm trying to trail down the route of obsolete kind of objects. But yeah, you are right. Like everything
I've
I've
probably
created
got
so
all of
far,
that stuff in my loft.
it's cool stuff. I love it all. Like obsessed with it. Um, but I do just create anything normally. Like it just pops in my head, and I'll just do a brief sketch in my little sketchbook, blow it up, draw on A3, and then finalize it in A3, and then that's just what comes out of my head, I suppose.
It's nice that you do it all by hand as well. Like it's all like pen to paper.
Yeah, skinny ass pens as well. Like I use like .8 of a fine liner. So
Shit. When I
Oh
was
wow.
when I was
Fucking
at
hell.
university, we had to use the first year because I did a degree that involved having to do technical drawings, and we weren't allowed to use computers the first year at all. Everything had to be done by hand, and we had these pens, and they were the bane of my fucking. Because I'm left-handed. Oh, I
yeah,
fucking
same here.
hated
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, having to, and they were the ones you had to fill up, like to manually fill them
And then
up.
it would smudge all over your palms.
Oh my God,
So
terrible,
you got to
terrible,
say, it's the
terrible.
worst thing.
Yeah, yeah. You just give
So
myself
bad.
cramp like trying to draw like
Over yourself.
hooked over the top to try on all these massive drawings.
Yeah, it's
I've got
complicated thing.
PTSD from it.
Got to like draw backwards.
Mm.
Your hands like coming away from it all.
Yeah. I mean, it must be people who write Arabic. They must have the same problem if they're
As they're
right-handed,
right
mustn't
hand.
they?
Yeah, imagine that. Like it's a shame to be right-handed in Arabic, but it's like good to
I'd
be
never
left-handed.
thought about that before. I feel some high quality Googling coming on in my history. Are all Arabs left-handed?
It could be. They could be ambidextrous. You never know.
True that. True that.
Oh,
Oh. So what's next for you then? What's next
So,
for Watcher and
I'm
Watcher
actually
Designs?
in the heart of everything that's going on right now. So I've just brought a new studio. Well, actually, it's my first studio. I'm coming away from my garden shed,
Nice.
and moving into an outlet in Bournemouth Town Centre. You
Oh,
know
right,
where
nice.
Bournemouth is?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
It's in below the shop that it's kind of like a creative outlet for a bunch of different artists and clothing creators. We all kind of like supply the money to run the shop, and then we all have our own studios. And I've literally just moved in like 4 days ago. Spent 2 days down there so far.
Oh,
But my next
congratulations, mate.
season-
Yeah, well done, man.
Thank you very much. But yeah, my next thing is printing everything myself. So far I've been drawing everything, digitalizing everything, and then dealing with the admin emails and all of that lot. But I want everything to be me. I want to be able to hold something and look at it and be like, that's mine. Instead of going down the wholesale manufacturing side of it all.
So
That's
what
really my
what are
next.
you what are you hoping to print yourself then? Like
So
everything.
I'm not going to be printing prints myself because I've got a good manufacturer for that. But clothing wise, everything clothing wise, so t-shirts, hats. If it gets to the point where I've got the money for an embroidery machine, that will come into the loop. Um, but it's all just going to be back prints, front prints, anything that's just like easy to do in a studio. That's what I'm going to be focusing on from now on.
Nice.
Fair enough. Do
You're
you know
gonna
what do you know what print method you'll go down when you do that?
I was going to go down like just straight screen printing,
Mm.
but the mess, I don't want to be involved in all of that mess. It seems so messy. And I haven't got the studio has a sink, but the sink's not big enough to wash out the screens. It's like half the size of a screen, so that's just going to be difficult. But it's going to be DTF transfers, so I'd love to be able to get a DTG transfer machine because that's the printing technique that I use at the moment. But obviously, money is a big factor of any brand owner, and
Yeah, I
DTF
mean,
transfers is where it's big.
even if you had the money, mate, like me and Pav both run screen print shops,
Yeah,
and I've worked elsewhere in the industry, and that my last job I ran a DTF machine.
okay.
And it's like, even if you had the money, I'd be like, don't get one. You're better outsourcing it because you end up just with so many fucking headaches.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
suppose
like,
the
it's
machines
just
mess
not.
up.
Yeah. They're just really temperamental, and it's like they are very good for what they do. But yeah, I wouldn't own one personally after operating one for somebody else. It's yeah,
That's a
but
good thing. I'll keep that in
so
mind.
So you're gonna get yourself a bunch of t-shirts, heat press.
Yeah, I've fine-tuned down all my blanks. So I've gone through the whole works, bloody Gildan, Fruit of the Loom, all of that type of stuff, and decided that it wasn't the quality that I want to be giving out. So found some really nice clothing blanks to be fair, and they're going to be all printed on. So I've got, yeah, like I said, like you just said, I'm going to get a bunch of t-shirts, bunch of hoodies, and then do like maybe like 3 split designs, and then release the prints with the clothing. So like you can buy like one of 20 or whatever, or two of 20 or whatever release you get, you'll get like
Do
a
you want,
bundle of it all.
do you want to talk about your garment choice? Because people are really interested in that. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
like the one thing because we've on the pod we've
there's a
advised
lot of tribalism in the industry, and it's
yeah, there
like
really
tribalism
is
being what?
about what
into
garments to use.
yeah, I mean,
It's
there's
all over
no
the
right or
place.
wrong choice sort of thing, but it's kind of like I think we all have like our preferred like manufacturers for
It's
varying
more of like the
reasons and stuff.
style, isn't it? The styling
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I found it's going around quite well at the moment, to be fair. But you know, AS Color,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
do we? Yeah,
AS
We've had
Color.
him on the
we've had
the
them on.
pod.
We've had the
Oh,
reps on
have
the
you?
pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what they're doing is very good. I think I heard that maybe they helped kind of tailor the direction of like Obey at some point. Maybe I saw that in
Wouldn't
yeah,
wouldn't wouldn't wouldn't
It wouldn't
surprise me.
surprise me. And
No.
a
so they
lot of other
apparently
big brands as well.
yeah. So they apparently what I heard in the video was they tailored the look of what skateboarders want in that street kind of like cropped but baggy on the
Mm.
shoulder look. Hence why I went for AS Color because it's heavy, it's thick. They've
What
got the
blank are you
big
using?
colors.
Are you using the heavy or the classic?
Yeah, they're heavy tee, but I'm going for the faded
Yeah,
miners.
boy.
Yeah, heavy
Yeah, that's
faded
what I've got.
miners.
That's what I'm
That's our
wearing.
favorite
Yeah,
t-shirt.
because it's
Hey!
like the large is just like it's nice, but it's a bit too long. So that 5 centimeters off the bottom, you
Yeah.
upsize and it still be kind of
Yeah.
like that perfect fit and not pop out under your hoodies or whatever people like.
Yeah. How
Uh,
tall are you?
I'm a short guy, mate. I'm only like 5 foot, 5'10".
Oh, mate, you're
What are
taller
you
than
on
me.
about? I'm 5'10". Don't call me short.
All of my
But yeah,
mates are
no,
like 6 foot.
I have the same problem with the regular AS Color stuff, and I've said it since we started this podcast. That it's like I love all their stuff, but it's just a bit too long for me. And then they started bringing out the minor stuff, and I'm just like, I'm a fucking happy man.
It's perfect.
Like, yeah,
They are
yeah.
We're
But
glad you're on AS Color Boy. We're massive advocates for them, and we're we're pretty friendly with the reps as well. They're lovely guys.
and we mention them that much. It's about time we had sponsorship.
Yeah, where's our fucking sponsorship, AS Color? Where's
Yeah,
guy?
yeah,
Sort it
done
out.
for them.
Sort it
Who-
out.
Who is your rep? Is it Wes?
Is that me?
Yeah.
I don't have a rep.
I do not.
No, I'm solo. Like I've got nothing.
You
No,
must have,
no, I
yeah,
mean,
you must have your a sales rep for AS Colour though.
What, like someone who I get it through?
No. As in, like, there'll be someone who covers your area.
Not
Well,
really.
not that you
No.
buy it through, but they probably will introduce themselves to you at something. You've got a
it's
trading
probably
account, haven't you?
Wes, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a trading card, but
Yeah.
I haven't been in touch with like someone like local.
He will be. We'll tell him to speak to you because like they normally
I'm gonna
like
message. I'm gonna
send-
message Wes now.
Just for AS Colour themselves, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so like they've got a rep for the south of England, and a rep for the north.
So I haven't
Um,
worked closely with them. I've just been working through. So I found a manufacturer, and I was getting my blanks ordered through. So they didn't actually hold the blank, and I went to London to try on all of the clothing because they got their store.
Shoreditch.
Go and see, can't you?
Yeah.
And then got my stock ordered in through them. So they've probably dealt with the person you're talking about.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the bollocks.
Well, once you start getting your blanks in yourself, you'll probably speak to Wes. He's a good egg.
Good old Wes. I'll keep an eye out for him.
If you're really good, they'll send you a care package, like I eventually got mine with my utility knife in it that I've been after for fucking years.
Sick.
I got
love a
two.
utility knife.
Got all my colour stuff's over there. It's in my box, sitting there, ready to be enjoyed.
You'll be able to get some. Where are they? Some pencils.
Oh, nice.
Builders
I'll go through them.
pencils. Yeah.
They look
What
beefy
else
as
did we
well.
get? A baseball bat.
Oh, hard.
Handball,
Dog bowl.
dog bowl, a little step stool.
Yeah.
Step stool.
That
That's
step
actually-
stool is the fucking best thing. One of the best things I've ever
Especially
received.
if you're our height,
Yeah, exactly.
so you can get things out of the curved cupboard easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know on my tippy toes, like I figure out what's at the back of it.
Where's my
you're-
pot noodle?
Your art's gonna go really fucking well on them, really well.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope something comes of it.
No, it will.
One of those things I just got to knuckle down and just ride the wave.
Yeah.
with it.
You just got to keep pushing, man. I think a lot of owning a clothing brand genuinely is just fucking manifesting the fuck out of it.
Mm.
It is.
It's like, obviously there's the hard work that goes into it as well, but I think people kind of give up belief a little bit too easily nowadays. Like, we speak about this every fucking week, that there's clothing brands that start and disappear within the space of fucking literally weeks
Yeah,
because
it
they
is
haven't
draining.
blown up instantly. Yeah, it is, but it's
People
like
do
if
expect
it's
that
if
instant, like
Yeah,
reward,
but if-
it's not.
But I think it's probably a bit different from you because you started with the illustrative side of things. So it's like when you first started, it's kind of selling t-shirts probably wasn't the first thing on your mind. It's just, I'm just going to doodle some cool shit,
It was, yeah.
and that kind of, I think that's only ever going to put you in good stead because it's kind of like the t-shirts come later and the sales
Yeah.
come later. It's kind
Kinda
of, it's a
grew from it.
passion first, business second.
Exactly.
And it's, the ones that fail are always the ones that are just like, I'm gonna order a fucking load of shirts with meh on them,
Yeah, it was
and
huge
I
cut through the back or something.
and I expect it to blow up instantly. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna give up. And that's it.
The way
It's,
to investment, really.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you'll do good things, mate. I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
You're all right,
I don't think you
Oh,
will. I'm joking. I do.
Talking about my thoughts now.
Is there is there anything or a style of art that you don't like or you don't particularly enjoy? Is there one style when you like go, oh, that's not for me, or do you generally like enjoy everything that's creative and done well?
Like, yeah, I'll chuck me any material, any like or medium, I suppose, and tell me to draw something with that medium, and I'll be happy to just see what happens. I like creating.
But what about, is there like not a medium as such, but is there like a style of art that you don't like? Like what sort of artwork turns you off? Like if you were to go to a gallery, for example, and there were two pictures on the wall, one you'd fucking love and one you'd hate, what would those two pictures be?
Oh, wow. I appreciate art way too much to even shit on anyone else's thing. I just appreciate the time, the effort, the skill that everything artsy takes time, isn't it? So I just have always appreciated everything. I can't look at something and be like, nah.
I'll do all the fucking time.
Really?
Yeah. All the time I look at shit and I go, I don't go, oh, that's shit, but I'm like, that's not for me. That's not my cup of tea.
I'm gonna get in trouble with my wife if I start talking about this, but
Why?
well, because she did a degree in physical theatre, and I think there's a lot of contemporary performance art nowadays, which is just fucking absolute dross. And I think there's the idea that you put a blurb behind it, or you put a little bit of a story behind it, and you can just do whatever the fuck you like. And it's
Value
kind of
behind
like,
words, isn't it?
yeah, and it's just, it just bores the absolute fuck out of me, and I don't get it, and I couldn't care. Like, and I'm probably wrong. I'm probably incredibly ignorant for thinking that way, but I think there's a lot of that out there nowadays, and it's a lot of kids going to uni to study like fine art or
You
fucking
don't need to study
contemporary
it.
performance. No, you really don't, and it's kind of like it comes out of the education, the university education system, where it's like you need to create something edgy, but it's like
Yeah,
it's not too edgy because you're in the education system,
yeah.
and
And then you've
that's
got to
where all
write a
this.
whole thing about it as well, and that's really where
Mm,
it's that they actually look
yeah,
at the writing side of it, not what you've
yeah,
produced. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I just little tirade on contemporary art.
What about
To
that?
be fair, contemporary. If it's contemporary, I'm not liking it. Stuff that's got to be done for a reason.
Mm,
That's the stuff I don't like. Tailored art that's not your full-on outlet. I suppose that's what I'm
mm.
gonna turn my nose up at.
What about that installation piece that was the robot with its like trying to keep its own hydraulic fluid in that went on for years? That was fucking wicked.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
You've not seen this?
No, maybe
There,
I'm too young.
so there was like a well, it's been going on for quite a few years. There's like a robot. There's like arms, the robots they have in factories that can move in like a million different ways.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was one of those, and all it had on the end of it was like a big squeegee blade, effectively.
Mm.
Um,
And it's just trying to keep itself alive.
yeah, and it's trying to keep itself alive because they purposely put a hydraulic leak on the bottom of it, and it had to like scrape its own hydraulic fluid back
And
into
put it
the
back in.
back into the sump at the bottom so it could keep being used. And
Mm.
they
That's
basically said they've made it and they're going to let it run until it stops. And it started
Mm.
off quite like, oh, sort of interesting, like yeah, it's an interesting idea. And then the longer it went on, obviously the hydraulic fluid got dirty and it started to look like blood, which was a
Hmm.
bit fucking weird. And then the machine was getting slower because there was no maintenance done on it or anything. And it was honestly like watching a machine age. Is how I'd describe it.
What is it? Real life then? It wasn't a. It's not a drawing. This is real life.
No, this is like a real
Yeah,
answer.
yeah,
You could go and see it. Like it was
yeah,
They programmed it to kind of like keep itself going.
basically, yeah,
yeah.
just yeah.
That is cool. That's really cool.
Well,
It's
let me
pretty
Google it.
profound and like quite like when you actually think about it, it's quite sad in like a way.
Yeah, it kind of
Um,
Can't help myself is what it's called.
shows humanity at the same time.
Mm,
hmm.
yeah,
Like
I
picking
mean, it's
yourself
just
up and refreshing, but in the form of a robot. Because you wouldn't see a
Hmm.
robot doing that because we obviously are the people who look after them.
no. I mean, it is. Yeah, I can't help myself. Sun Yuan and Peng Yu's. Go, fuck me.
Japanese or something.
That's a good score in Scrabble. Sun Yuan and Peng Yu's installation. Can't help myself. It went from 2016 to 2019.
Is that how long it ran?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. It ran for 3 years in this glass container.
Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
cool. Check it out,
you,
man.
you can look at like not a time lapse of it, but there are pictures of it like when it started and as it's got older and older, and
Hmm.
it's desperately sad.
Hmm.
does
Why
sound something
why
that's
has a
got so
robot made me more sad than actual life? Like I don't.
much-
What's that all about?
Oh,
I
no,
tell
we're
you,
too connected.
when AI takes over, it's going to like look at humanity and go, look what they made that machine do. We're going to kill
Mm.
them all now.
Did you ever see that
That's
IKEA advert
literally.
with the lamp? Did you ever see that one?
Nah,
Where
no.
there's like a
The sad lamp and it likes walking around.
no, it's just a lamp it's just a lamp on a desk, right? And it's like this young girl's lamp, and she's got it when she's a kid, and then she gets older, and the lamp's still there. And it's like you see all these like things that change around it, and the lamp's still the lamp, and
This sounds like Toy Story, mate.
it
It
is
does, doesn't it?
basically yeah.
Think
But but
where
the
the
but but the
bounces
at no point does the lamp come alive. It's literally just like scenes with the lamp in, right?
Okay.
Right.
And then at the end of it, like the lamp starts, it's getting a bit old and a bit like, and it stopped not working as well. So then you see the lamp put out for the rubbish men to be collected, and you think, oh, where's this gonna go? And then you just see the IKEA logo, and it's like it's old, get a new one.
Brilliant.
Consumerism
Like,
at its finest.
it's like why are you sad? It's a broken lamp. Like it's just
Mm.
Just getting gone anyway, isn't it?
yeah. Oh, fucking good. It made me really, really belly laugh that advert. I mean, I cried a little bit as well, again, because it was basically a robot, but only
When
the
it
one thing.
started, you thought it was like the John Lewis Christmas advert.
Yeah,
You
well,
just started
that's
crying.
Yeah, one of those like
that's
slow.
pretty much what they were parodying. That's pretty much it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Tell you what, there's not been a good John Lewis Christmas advert for years now. They've all
I
been a
don't
bit
think there's been one
crap.
released at all, is there?
No, they
What
are
was
every
the
year, but
last
they're
one?
just like they're just no good. They don't have
They're
any
not how they used to
traction.
be.
What was the last good one?
Hold on.
Snowmen. The
I-
snowmen
I-
was Garden.
I don't really remember any of them, if I'm honest. I know, like, oh, the new
I
one's
remember-
coming out.
I think the last one that was like hyped was the one with the dog on the trampoline, and everybody was just a bit like,
I don't
No,
remember that
it's
at all.
just
Hold
a
on.
dog on a trampoline. The boxer on
Uh,
a trampoline. No, that was. I think that was the last one I saw, but that must have been fucking what, maybe 3 years ago. Maybe
Probably
longer.
longer. Lockdown confused us all, really, isn't
Yeah, yeah. It was just like a two-year vacuum that
Yeah,
just
that
doesn't
doesn't
really
exist.
exist.
it?
I mean, how do those? They must cost millions. Those adverts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they get.
Oh, that was it.
of-
That's the one I was thinking of. The old guy on the moon. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, with the telescope.
Yeah,
And he
yeah,
was like watching down on everyone, wasn't
yeah. That was a sad
Why
one.
not? Why not just go and get him?
he? I don't
Yeah.
think it's that easy.
Yeah, fucking Elon Musk. Go and get the old man.
Yeah,
fly
Elon.
out.
Do you remember when Elon Musk? This episode is
Wasn't a
sponsored by Twitter.
nutcase.
Do you remember?
No, absolutely fucking not. He will come after us.
Do you remember when he
He
called
would.
those?
He would fucking turn up.
That's
Feel like
fine.
it's
so-
I'll fight him. Do you remember when those?
Shall I dox
those
you again
kids-
and read out your address so he
That's
knows where
fine.
you are?
No, that's what he probably knows anyway. Do you remember those kids got stuck in that cave and were going to drown? And
Yeah.
he called the people that were trying to rescue them a bunch of pedos.
What?
yeah, yeah.
He's a nutcase.
Because
He's fucking insane.
he said, "Oh, I'll make a submarine and I'll take it further. We can get one built in like a week or so." And the guy who's like a professional diver and rescue diver, been doing this for fucking years. Like he's the expert, and it was like, "We really appreciate your help, but we can handle it." And then the guy was Elon was like, "Oh, don't want my help." Bit weird that you're so desperate to go in this cave with all these kids. He basically called them fucking pedos.
Oh, that's funny.
He's
Oh.
insane. He's absolutely fucking mental.
Yeah, bless him.
Dude's died.
He's all right.
Mm.
Oh, Darcy, where are we, mate?
Where are we?
We have got a list of questions, Tom. Like we're sort of we weave them
It's
in and
all
out.
good. We'll work
Yeah, we'll
through
weave
them.
them out. They're so
I'm
artfully
just a
done.
bit retarded. I'm not very good at reading.
Mm.
Oh, there we are. Is there anything you'd like to add to Watcher that you think you could take it to the next level? I mean, you've already spoken about the new space and all that, so I'm guessing it's adding to that.
Nah, there's one thing that I wanted to do since the beginning,
Oh,
but
boy.
I've been shy to do it because I can't skateboard. So I've like,
It's setting up an OnlyFans.
nah, obviously not. I mean, it's a good side hustle, but nah. But it's having like some sort of like skate team, because I've got quite a lot of like close friends who skate, and I would just love to be like the video director of it and like have one of those like big cool cameras and just like record sick clips of them all in my merch. Really, that
Is-
cool
and why can't you do that?
outcome. Because I shy away from it because I feel like I shouldn't, because I've tried skating and rolled my ankle too many times. Like I'm the graffiti kid of that scene.
Right.
That
And what's your brand called?
Watcher.
And why is it called Watcher?
Because I stepped back and watched.
All right. So why can't you do that with the skateboarding?
That's facts, to be fair. I never even thought about it that way.
If I had a microphone that wasn't attached to a boom, I would have fucking dropped it by now. Hold on. Let me lower it slowly.
Out of scene.
For the listener, Pav just lowered his microphone slowly. On YouTube, you will be able to see this.
Yeah.
Go watch
I'm
on
right.
fucking YouTube.
I'm right though, aren't I? I mean, you're not the first person we've had on that's like got. I mean, admittedly, Scott did skate, but he made a guess we had on. Do you know who, Chloe?
No.
Oh, you look into them; they're really cool. They started off from a skate video,
Oh, really?
and went from there. Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. And well, I mean,
Good promo
what,
on
what
the
he's
side.
achieved from that is just insane.
Yeah.
It's just luck and blowing up quick, isn't it?
I think you should do it.
You think I should start a skate too?
Yeah, just fucking do it.
I'll send it. Next time I do a line of skateboards and hoodies and they all link together, I'll get a bunch of people to skate them and I'll record a video and we'll see what happens.
Because we haven't even touched on your skateboards, but your skateboards look fucking sick as well. I mean, there's one behind you. Like, what? Just fucking do it.
Quick question: are they actual skatable boards or are they like art pieces?
They are skateboards. So I do.
Awesome.
The only thing that's not skatable or usable is my snowboards that I do.
Okay, cool.
So I do
I'll be the judge of that.
A few people have said like, "Can I use it?" And I'm like, "I wouldn't if I were you." It's literally just acrylic paint on a snowboard.
Yeah.
But no, they are skatable. All the boards are fully skatable.
Nice. I like them. I might have to have one of them off you at some point.
Yeah, I think you need to just fucking do it because your skateboards are cool. Like, everyone's gonna like your clothes because skaters like AS color as a general rule.
Exactly.
I don't really think you can go wrong. The worst thing that would happen, the worst possible thing that could happen, is that you have a bit of fun with it. But there's what else is going to happen? You spend a bit of money and you have a bit of fun with it. Like you can't be afraid of spending the money because people spend money on hobbies all the time. Like if you could just say, well, I enjoyed it. It didn't go any further. It didn't go as far as I wanted it to, or whatever. But you got some enjoyment out of it. There's a lot to be said.
I'll
for
get
that.
a cool video out of it as well. Like
Exactly.
Even if that doesn't go anywhere. It's cool to have in the archive, isn't it?
At the very least. At the very least. Do it.
Send that. I'm going to do that next.
When we get off this call, you're going to text all your skate mates and go, look, it's happening.
I probably will. I'll go to my studio tomorrow and I'll say to one of the guys, I'll be like, "You trying to record a skate video?" Be like, "Your ankle's fucked, but you're hopping board."
So what would the skate team be called? Would it be called Watcher?
It would probably be Watcher. I want to change my whole alias from Watcher Designs to just Watcher. So yeah, I feel like it gives like a corny vibe, kind of like here's one I made earlier vibe. So I want to come away from that and then just fully change the alias, become a brand, and then, like you said, now I'm gonna do skate videos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
It's quite nice because you obviously consume a lot of art, don't you? Like physically, like you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And Watcher is an anagram of Chew Art.
Yeah.
We haven't had one of your anagrams for a while.
You're welcome. Fucking love an anagram. Yeah, Chew Art.
That's an anagram for True Art.
No, Chew, CHEW.
How the hell have you managed to figure that out?
I'm really good at anagrams.
He's fucking weird. He's got loads of train sets in the loft and all that as well. Like,
I fucking love a train set, mate.
He knows the
piss. I would fucking love a train.
Knows the name of every train ever built.
Mad. Like the train spotter guy who has like the .5 on him.
Oh yeah, he's cool. What's his name?
What's his name?
I don't know. I feel like
what's his name? We can't Google it. We have to work it out.
Train Kid.
No, he's got like his first
He's
name.
He's got quite a posh name, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Liam.
No.
But it's like French posh. It's not English posh, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Francois something, isn't it? It's Francois something.
What?
Yeah. Francis Bourgeois. Is that it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Is that actually what? That's his.
That's his name. No, that's his real name.
Oh.
Francis something.
Got to Google it now.
Yeah, you got to Google it now. You have to. Sorry, we're quick Google break. Just so you know, every time you turn your head, Darcy and I get jealous because you have so much hair.
I've got a bowl cut.
Yeah, Francis Bourgeois. That's it.
There we go. You have got a bowl cut. Do you know what? I'd kill to have enough hair to get a bowl cut.
You look like you've got enough hair. What do you mean?
I've not got enough hair. I've got enough hair, like I could get just the bowl. I look like a fucking monk. I look like a 16. I just have that bit there. Like there's nothing on the.
Yeah, there's no bowl cut.
Do the old Friar Tuck.
I'm sure I'll end up
Mr.
like
Burns.
that. Hiding underneath here, I have got a receding hairline. It's just hiding under the bowl cut.
You've hidden it very well, so no one can see it. Well done.
It's chilling all the way up here.
Oh, mate, that's all right. Mate, I hung on to mine fucking far too long. It was like I got to like my late 20s, and I don't know if I've told this story on here before, but we were really, really skint at the time, and it was like I couldn't even afford to go to the fucking barbers. I was just like, it's just an unnecessary spend. So I
It
let
is.
my
I
hair
don't
get
spend money on
stupidly
barbers.
long, but it was getting like really fucking shaggy, and the longer it got, it made my like receding hairline look worse, and like the thinning hair on the back of my head look worse. I just look fucking homeless. So anyway, my other half started training as a barber when she was younger, never finished. I later found out the reason that she never finished is because she was good at cutting one side of people's head, but not the other.
It
Like
would
the
never be
change in
symmetrical.
angle, like really just didn't work with her.
The
So
Oh,
blade would end up
bless
she
her.
being like
cut my
this.
hair. Literally, mate, she cut my hair, and one side looked fucking great. I think it was the left side, and then the right side was just like, "What the fuck have you done to
Had to
me?"
take photos, looking to the side.
So I ended up shaving my head then, and I was like, "I've never looked back."
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Mine just
If
fell
I see
out
this video, I'd be like,
from coffee and stress.
Mm. I know mine was falling out. Don't get me wrong, but I
Mm.
was just desperately trying to cling on to my youth.
Mm. Yeah,
I've
mine used a
got
long
beards
time.
anyway, so either way, it
Mm.
just looks odd when there's no beard involved.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the problem is when you're really bald and you've got a beard, you just look like your head's on upside down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
a
but that's what
you
hats are for, mate.
true. I mean, there is that. Yeah, yeah. Like you look like that
Mm.
one guy from Guess Who. You know the one, like the one that's like proper egghead beard. Like the one Guess Who guy. You know the one I mean.
Uh,
I've said that, and you know exactly who I mean.
yeah.
Guess Who's a great game.
Oh.
What achievement are you most proud of since you've been doing Watcher?
I'd say it's more mental health wise. Watcher did grow from me losing the rails a bit, to be fair. Like before Watcher was even called Watcher, I had a different alias. Um, and it was really just benefiting myself through something that was an outlet which was giving me nothing. I feel like just making it circulate, employing myself, and then creating something from it is a big enough achievement for myself, really. Like money's nothing, having clothing in my hand isn't it? Seeing like my illustrations on walls, I don't see that as an achievement. I see that as an outcome. It was just
Mm.
getting it done is good enough for me.
Nice,
No, fair
Yeah,
enough, mate.
great
Fair
answer.
enough.
yeah,
Mental
exactly.
health is important, mate.
It is. You've got to stay on top of it.
Mm. Yeah, I
Mm.
think we're both me and Pav as print shop owners both have to take a little bit of a step back every now and again, don't we? And it's like
Yeah.
it creeps up on you very, very quickly when you've got everything in the world going on, and then suddenly it like hits you, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm incapable of doing anything today,
Mm.
and I need to sleep for 28 hours.
Zone out there, you
Um,
just lay there.
yeah, literally. But I mean, I've got a fucking kid. Like, I don't get that luxury.
Busy
It's
one.
just,
What helped me was actually like I know it sounds mental, but like computer games, obviously, but
mm.
like
Yeah, yeah.
but very specifically, it has to be a computer game that is completable. Because
Mm.
if I play a game where there's seemingly no end to it,
Hmm.
Mini
there's
games or mini games throughout
yeah,
the main
or
story.
even something like that's why I could never
That's
play
what I don't play online.
Minecraft or whatever. That's why I
Yeah,
could never
neither.
play
Yeah,
that because as fantastic as it is, there not being an end to it, I would
mm.
get sucked into it and I'd never get
Yeah.
come back out
Like
again.
the campaign
If I'm
story.
playing,
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm playing games, it has to be like a story-driven sort of game. It has to be like
Like
a
Mm.
cutscenes
campaign
and
sort of.
everything to keep you tied
Yeah,
into
yeah, all
I
that. It's
love
almost
I
like you're
love a good
playing a
cutscene.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
sit back and watch it for a second instead of just being there like
And
Mm.
anything with a sword and a good story. Yeah. And ideally
And
Zelda.
that's just the porny watchers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pork sword.
Oh fucking hell! It's only 10 to 8, and we've descended into porn jokes already.
Yeah.
We've got you
Good.
here for another 3 hours, by the way. You know that, right?
you're capping 3 hours.
Oh yeah, you can never live. We're
Oh,
we're
I
we're,
talked to someone.
we're
It's not 3
whatting?
hours.
What are we? We're what did you say we were doing?
Who, me?
Yeah. You said something ing. We're clapping or
Lying.
yeah,
I
but
said you
we
must be lying.
no, but you didn't say that. You used a different word.
I didn't know. My pronunciation's a bit mad
Oh right.
sometimes.
I thought he said something like you're clapping. I was like, is this slang that I don't know?
No, there's
Okay,
clapping
fine.
doesn't mean nothing. I don't think. I think it's
Well, yeah,
more
that's what I was going
affectionate.
to say. I was like, oh, I've got I've got a nephew who's early 20, like very only just 20 actually. And I chat to him and he texts me that and he says stuff and I'm like, yeah, cool. And I have to go and fucking Google like the words he's using and then come back and I'm like, yeah, sweet, yeah, that's banging, mate. That is wicked. I have no idea what the fuck he's saying. No idea.
I don't follow slang to be fair either. Well, I just said to be fair, that's a bit slangy, but no, I don't follow. I don't follow the trends.
That's good.
Nah.
Good. You keep that up. You
I'll
keep
try.
that yeah, all that honesty you got. No clapping, all right?
No clapping.
No clapping. Oh,
Do you want to do little good news?
yeah.
I'm going to hand this over to you now.
Did you read how well did you read Darcy's email?
You didn't.
To an extent where I was on my phone.
Did you prepare a piece of good news for us?
Or
No.
a dance.
That
I was
that
stood
is the
there a minute
international
ago.
sign for a no.
I was stood there thinking, I was like, I remember there being a list of things I needed to prepare, and I was like, I hope I don't have to have any of that like to hand. But that's definitely needed. Good news.
Hmm.
Have I got any good news?
It could be anything. Someone you've read in the news, someone that's happened to a mate, something that's happened to you, like someone you saw randomly, like just trying to inject a bit of positivity into the world.
A bit of positivity in the world. I don't know. I've been put on the spot. I'm terrible when I get put on the spot.
Do you wanna
I
have
should
a
have read the
minute
email.
and Google some good news?
quickly on the side?
Yeah, we'll have a little aside. Darcy probably needs a wee anyway.
To be fair, yeah, I'm gonna bring it onto you guys, and I'd say my good news was having you guys message me.
Oh,
I'd say it's that because I had quite a few of those like uni things when people would be like, "We need your help supporting our uni like report," and I never got anything like fun out of it. But this is actually, I was gassed about this. I was telling those people like, "I'm gonna be on a podcast."
Oh,
suppose that was
and
my
then they
good
found out it
news.
was this one, and they were like, "Oh God."
A lot of people are kind of like fair play. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah.
I'd say throughout the week, I don't watch the news. I don't follow what's going on around me. I'm in my own little bubble. So I'd say my good news throughout the week was you guys messaging me.
That's lovely.
Ah,
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
sweet.
Thank you, mate.
Oh, now
Right.
it's gonna be much harder for me to be a
I'll make you
dickhead
look
later on
like-
now.
Welcome to the Power of Dickhead section.
I mean, I have got some good news.
Go on.
I lined this up earlier. I googled this earlier, purely because of you being an artist. Okay,
Okay.
I thought you'd appreciate this piece of good news. So, I'll read the article. It's not that long. Artists come from all corners in all shapes and sizes, and from every race and religion. John Pavart, I didn't know that was his name. That's interesting, isn't it? My name, basically. And his painted coconuts are a perfect example. The former opal miner turned painter from Australia's state of New South Wales has been painting coconut husks for years, then leaving them around the beaches of Magnetic Islands, which I presume is an area, for tourists and travellers to find. It's become one of the chief charms of the island, even though he started it as a joke. I just happened to have a bit of art gear on me and thought I'd pick one up and paint it, he said, detailing the phenomenon's remarkably simple origin. I put it down and someone picked it up and they seemed to like it, so I just kept doing it.
Oh,
That's brilliant. He was just taking the
That
piss
is
and now
funny.
he's fucking famous for it. That's
like
great.
that's fucking like that find your rock thing, and you customize a rock, put it out there, and people like
Yeah.
same things
Yeah.
with coconuts.
It's sweet though, isn't it? I just thought that was really charming.
A coconut's quite a bit bigger to take home than a rock, though. You can't just put it in your pocket, can you? It's like you've
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
got to carry this coconut home.
You have to bring a whole
Everybody's
like,
like, what's that
backpack out.
fucking idiot doing with a coconut? Like,
Well, the pictures, it's like not the whole thing. It's like he obviously cuts them in half, so it's like the shell.
What's he painting on them?
what do you mean? What do you mean? Obviously, how am I supposed to know that?
Well,
I
I'm
was
just
expecting the whole thing.
obviously.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
Some of them are the whole thing,
Wilson!
but some of them are only bits and pieces. But they haven't got any of the fur on or anything.
Oh
He
right.
shaves the back.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he shaves. What What are you doing there, John Pavot? I'm just shaving this coconut so I can
Shaving
paint
my
it.
coconut.
Just
Shaving my coconuts.
Oh,
Apparently,
Oh,
people
tell
all
you-
over the world have got them. As people in Brazil,
For
Spain,
this
England.
segment, we could probably actually get a sponsor for this segment, you know, because I think what they call Manscaped sponsor fucking everything, don't they? We could
They
probably
do,
get a
don't they?
sponsorship if we talk about balls once an episode.
The problem is,
relating it
right?
to coconut shavings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with it is, don't Manscaped like predominantly sponsor people who are generally rather more coiffured than we are? Like they're a bit more sort of
We've still got balls.
a bit no, a bit
I mean,
like
I do anyway.
a bit like hair neater. Would it require me to either show how smooth my balls are or like tidy my face up with one? Do you know what I
On
mean?
camera once a week.
I do.
Right, lads. Here we go.
Look how smooth this is. Oh,
So I know you can't feel this through the camera, but I'm touching your balls right now, and they are so smooth.
so yeah, listener.
Manscaped coming in handy.
Yeah, if you're listening and not watching this, I've currently got my balls out. I'm showing them to the camera.
On the microphone.
Yeah, yeah.
Put the
I'm
headphones
just, yeah, I'm just. Chaps, can you just describe my balls for the listener?
in.
One's
Nice,
a bit
big and
lumpy.
round, my
You should
friend.
probably get that checked out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're smooth, aren't they?
Yeah.
Smooth
yeah.
as a plucked chicken.
Smooth.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
put them
Anyway,
away now.
yeah. It's a bit
Yeah.
weird now, mate.
Yeah.
Can you stop making eye contact with the guest,
It's
please?
weird now. I've just had
it
you
was
just.
all right for a little bit, you know. It's just a bit of checking your balls through
Bit of foreplay.
the camera. Anyway, this is getting weird now.
Where were we?
Right. So we've got a question from our previous guest.
Oh yes, we have. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Little segment we do. So last week we had Joel on from Motor Threads, who are a very cool brand/print shop, and he asks, "Would you rather be sticky or really itchy?"
Oh, what? I suppose I'd rather be. Can I wash it off if I'm sticky? Or am I sticky for the rest of my life?
Pav, you're the adjudicator here.
I think the way it's implied is that you're
Entirely sticky.
always sticky or always itchy.
I think I'd rather be always sticky because then I can just like stay away from people. Like keep
I
my
think-
distance. Instead
Well, you
of
could
being
stay
like,
away from them until they got near you. Then you'd be very close to them for a long time.
I'd be constantly trying to walk away from everyone.
Yeah.
But nah, definitely be sticky, I'd say. I don't want to be itchy. Nah.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I'll
What would you
I'll probably go with you on that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to
Be
be
sticky.
itchy constantly. Yeah,
Like I hate my labels in the back of my clothing. Let alone
yeah,
my
yeah.
whole-
So do I. It fucking drive me insane.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah, definitely sticky.
Nice.
And then I mean,
Strong
like,
work.
if any like money's flying through the sky, I can like just put
Well,
my
like a-
arm out and catch it. Or
Like a fucking what are they called? What's the lizard with the pokey tongues?
something.
Chameleons.
Yeah, you like one of them,
Yeah,
but with
Exactly like-
cash.
yeah. It'll be
You
sick.
know what you want to do is you want to go on the crystal maze.
Cashelian.
You know the crystal maze, and they did that thing where they put you in this thing
Into
at the
that
end. Yeah, and you can like collect all of the things.
All of the money. Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought this is a good business.
What, being sticky?
Yeah.
Sure, there's a dark corner of the internet where people pay money for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a good business.
Want to come and get sticky?
Excellent.
Go on, mate.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Do you have a question for our next guest?
Would you rather be sticky or not sticky?
Oh, me? I've got to answer that, have I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd
I'd rather be sticky. Yeah, definitely.
Good shout.
Mm.
Good shout.
I thought you were just passing on that question for a second.
No,
I was like,
sorry,
that's
I
not your
didn't-
question, Tom.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not that cheeky.
What's your question for the next guest?
My question would be, would you rather be able to see through walls for the rest of your life or know what's going to happen in the next half an hour?
Ooh.
Oh,
That's kind of, I don't know where that came from. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's good.
Do I have to answer it myself, or are you guys going to answer it?
No. Oh.
No, we asked the next guest.
No, we asked the next guest, but
So
no
random.
one
It
an-
doesn't make sense.
I know, but that's good. That's good.
I think it'll have to be the
Because you're technically seeing
know.
into the future or being able to see through walls. I'd rather see into the future, I think.
yeah. So would I, because
But
eventually you're going to see someone do a shit.
technically, yeah, but technically, is that are they kind of not very similar? Because if you can see through walls, you could see people coming and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's
you might
kind of
actually see someone coming. That's the problem.
Maybe
Dad.
that's what makes the question difficult, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think I'd be like know what's happening in the next half an hour.
Yeah.
The
Always
only
get ahead of
time,
yourself.
the only time that would be shit is if in the next half an hour all of a sudden you saw darkness and you'd be like, ah,
Oh, you're like, shit.
there we go. It's finally happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be able to plan out
Um,
like traffic and everything, though. Be able to like know everything. Be on time for everything.
I'd still be late. I would 100% still be late.
Be like,
Unless
"Oh,
your
I'm pretty sure
journey
in
was
half
like
an hour I'm gonna be
31
late."
minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how, but I'd find a way.
Oh.
Do you have any questions for us, mate?
Any questions for you guys?
Mm.
Can I do 2 questions?
Yeah, of course you can.
We'd love you to.
So-
Yeah.
One, what influenced you to want to start a podcast? Because that's a kind of brazy thing to want to do.
Mm.
Very important and impressive thing to hold. And then also, what also inspired you to start? You both say you have your own printing companies.
Mhm.
Mm.
So what has influenced you to want to do that? And also artsy, what kind of art do you do?
Me and Pav run a brand together as well. We're
you?
basically really incestuous. Like we
Yeah.
just can't leave each other alone.
Yeah.
It's quite sad, really.
Like podcast wise, it's a pretty simple answer. We wanted to talk to, well, Darcy started the podcast without me.
We
But
just like chatting shit with people.
yeah, we're just like we've said this before, but we're having these sorts of conversations with people like on a one-to-one anyway. Like
Yeah.
generally, like either with people that we're printing for or friends that do the
Like
same thing.
out
Yeah.
of video kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And we're like, this would be really interesting. Like maybe not for, it's a very niche market for people that are interested in this sort of thing. But I think there's some value in there. Like for
Yeah.
even just hearing that other people are going through the same thing as you, there's value in it. Just
Grounding, isn't it?
yeah. Exactly, yeah. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, really. Would you add
Just
anything
kind
to
of
that,
panned out
Darcy?
that way.
No, that's it, really.
Yeah,
Just chat shit and hear about what other people are doing.
Yeah.
It's just fun. It's like, this is, for me as a dad and both of us who've run full-time print shops and, are incredibly busy, this is kind of like a night out for us. And
Mm.
it's like, it's
Like a
almost
respite
like,
kind of chill out session.
yeah, Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like, it's a conversation down the pub without the pub. For
Yeah,
me, that's what it is, sort of thing. And
home
it's like
comfort.
it's just a relaxed conversation, and it's like, and it always like, I think because we've done it for so long now, and we've done a lot of episodes, like I think I find it a bit weird when people get a bit freaked out about coming on, because that's all it is. It's literally just us having a
It's
chat.
just
Like
it is
we're
conversation, isn't it?
yeah, we're not sitting here like, yeah, we have a list of questions that we ask you, but that's just to give the episode a bit of structure, and that's
Yeah.
more for the listeners' benefit rather than ours. But so I don't understand. I just don't quite get people who get a bit freaked out about it, and it's like, there's the social anxiety aspect, which I
I
do
feel like
get.
it's the thing of not doing it before. I feel like that's what worries a few people. Like for
Yeah.
you guys, I suppose it's normal, but then for someone who hasn't done something like this before,
Yeah.
it's like what's going to happen. But like you said, you've got the structure behind it, which then makes it
Mm.
flow nicely. So
yeah. Plus, like, I don't think there is anything we haven't said already. Like, not in a bad way, but like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like, we've the conversations are always different, but the themes are always the same. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're very aware of probably we can always make a checklist of things that are going to come up one way or another, and
Yeah.
how we end up. And there are things that we end up repeating most weeks, like
Yeah.
things that come up. Oh, we've spoken about this before.
Our listeners are probably just like, oh, fucking this again.
Same
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, everyone goes through the same thing. Like it's
It is, especially if it's like brand leadership, I suppose.
Mm.
It's always going to be
Mm.
the same challenges, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
100%, man.
And what was
What
what
was
was the
the-
second part of the question?
The other question was because one of you, I don't know if it was both of you, but someone said that you draw and you're left-handed. It was you, Pav, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not I mean, I'm okay. I can like I'm pretty good at like sketching things I see. Like I can
Visual.
mimic things. Yeah. But when I'm actually being creative and what the fuck was that?
Let me guess, you get distracted quickly.
No, I think it's a mouse. Hold on.
Catch it.
Pav's bollock just dropped out from his trouser leg.
Did you not hear that?
No.
Oh, a lot of shit fell on the floor. I think a mouse. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Because of my background and doing
There's
technical
dinner
drawings and
sorted.
stuff. Yeah. Nom, 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 nom. Most of my creative, like the drawings I do, are very. They're almost technical drawings in a way. Like most of the things I've come up with are very sort of.
Geometric and structured.
Yeah, and they've got like a crispness to them. That's
Yeah,
sort of
nice.
how I describe. I'm not an artist by any means, but if I've got an idea in my head, I can get it out. I can find a way to get it
Put that out there.
from here to somewhere else. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sort of my jam.
Nice. What about you, Darcy?
Darcy's an
I
annoyingly good artist.
You look like an artist.
Hmm.
I don't know how to take that.
You look.
What, homeless?
Yeah.
Poor?
I
Um,
got told I was homeless once. So I was like stood by the side of the road, and some guy flicked a penny at me when I was actually waiting to restock a shop.
And you were like, "Fuck you, dude! I've got curved cupboards, mate."
Oh, yeah.
I like I used to draw pen to paper a lot.
Yeah.
And what was the question again?
Just artsy,
Some-
like what inspires you? What do you do? Kind
Oh,
like
right, okay.
stuff you kind of asked me.
Something what inspires me at the minute is what we're doing with our brand, Rewind. Is like all pop culture stuff. So like all the t-shirts that are I don't know why I'm pointing over there. You're in front of me, Pav. The t-shirts that are behind Pav over there.
Oh, I see.
Like
Is
all
that
that
sort?
sort of stuff. Like
That's hard.
yeah, like pop culture stuff like really inspires me.
Yeah,
Like looking at
that's our thing.
like movies and shit from when
Oh,
we were
yeah, human
younger.
traffic, yeah.
Like
That's a cool. That white, red, and blue thing. I recognize that. Yeah, that's cool. Is that Star Wars?
That was Back to the Future.
Uh,
This
Back to the
one.
Future.
This one was a design we did called Weapons Grade, and they're
I
weapons
like
from weapons from computer games.
that gun at the bottom looks techie. Looks like it's from
This,
Halo.
No, Gears of War.
Uh,
And then this is a design I did for Human Traffic,
cool.
and we printed all these as well. And that's the Jurassic Park.
Very nice.
Just some of the stuff we've designed and not sold.
Jurassic sold well. I don't know what you're on
Jurassic,
about, mate.
yeah,
Marvel
Jurassic Park did really well, but yeah.
Human Traffic did all right. It was just the work that you had to put into it that made it
Human
not
Traffic
worthwhile.
was a tough one. Yeah,
Like a lot of, if that's screen print as well, it's a lot of different.
yeah.
that's just the back, mate. There's a 2-color design on the front. There's 5 colors on the back,
And both sleeves.
both sleeves, and a 2-color design on the front.
The color on the sleeves.
No,
I
just
went-
black.
I went easy with Jurassic and I was like, I'm just doing a front print, and then Pav went, oh, do the sleeves as well. I was like, really?
The sleeves do
yeah.
add to it.
Front
Yeah, for
print
sure.
and both sleeves. But yeah. Do you have a quick pause? I'm going to go for a wee, and then we'll fly through some randoms, Pav, and
Okay.
let Tom get off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Cool.
okay.
Do you need a wee, Tom?
Yeah, I'm gonna run to it quick.
All right, go on. You both go for a wee.
All right.
I might go for a wee. I haven't decided yet.
Hello, hello.
Fucking hell, I'm back before Pav for once. That makes a change. Usually, like I go for a piss and I come back, and Pav's like halfway through a brand new conversation, and I just sit here for 20 minutes, like in silence, because I don't know what's going on.
It's because he left after us, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll pretend we're in like a really, really deep chat when he comes back, and then
Okay.
he just like he can't
See what
can't
happens.
jump in. Yeah,
All right, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's how that went. But-
he's been there all along. He's just been out of camera shot.
You reckon
Haven't
just
you,
stop
Pav?
aside, just like
Yeah,
didn't actually go to the toilet. Oh,
I went and saw my dog for a minute, and then I forgot we're on a podcast.
that's why.
I'm just having a little
Brilliant.
cuddle with him. I was like, "Oh, hey, dude."
I need to feed my dog. I just forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
I'll do that in a minute.
It's usually them lingering by your feet and just staring at you that reminds you that they need to be fed, mate.
But he's still
Mine
in the hallway with his bone looking at me like
Oh, what dog have you got?
a little. I think it's a cocker spaniel. They're the pure breed ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
Mm.
I've got a
Yeah.
working cocker
A
downstairs.
little
He's
cocker, yeah. with the
fucking
floppy ears.
insane. Yeah,
Energetic as fuck.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They are cute dogs though.
They're either on or off cocker spaniels. There's no in between.
There is no in between, no.
Great.
Yeah,
I thought Sammy was pretty chill, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, chilling it. I mean, well
You
chilled.
are a very, very chilled person.
Yeah.
I think, but by the time I get to yours after 2 hours of angry driving, I'm the least chilled person in the world. So
Especially if it's
long
taking you
drive.
2 hours to do an hour journey.
it's not an hour.
Yeah, it is.
It's closer to 2. No,
No, it's an
I
hour.
don't know.
I reckon
know.
it's an hour. I reckon
It's
I could do it in
two.
an hour.
It's 2 hours after I've run over your lights in the garden.
Oh yeah, Tom. The first time Darcy come to see me, he reversed
Oh, no.
over all the solar lights on my garden and my driveway, demolished them.
Well,
Saw them
you
was
have
like,
them on your driveway. You have them on your roof.
no, they're like the little ones you put down the edge of the garden.
Oh, yeah.
He mounted the curb like a madman. He was a man possessed, and was like, "Yep, those lights are exactly where my wheels are gonna go." Just went crunch, 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 crunch.
No, his
I
car was
thought-
there
I
before the
thought-
lights were there.
I thought that's where I thought the lights were showing me where the wheels needed to go.
Lining it up.
Yeah.
I mean, they
You
were,
know,
like
but
a
they're
man
not
bring
on
it-
top of it.
when they bring airplanes in like that.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
like-
this way.
Oh.
Thought you'd set them up to help me.
I mean, that's on you, mate. That is on you.
Lessons learned.
Oh, right. Should we do some randoms?
Yeah, throw them at me.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Oh, hold on. No, okay, right. Let me just circle the ones I want to do.
Mate, I don't circle anything. I'll just go in fucking like raw dogging. I'm just
I know you do.
gonna see what happens.
It shows.
Right. What two animals would you like to switch the sound of?
What? Oh,
We said this is the randoms, mate.
so like you mean like say like switching a dog for a cat's voice?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Probably like something really fucking funny, like trying to picture it in my head, like little Tweety bird kind of bird, but with like the voice of a lion. So it's just like chilling there. It's just like growling and like
Ah.
yeah, just like a tiny little bird, just like roaring.
I think
Okay, I like that.
if you switched like anything with the sound of a fox at 3 a.m., that'd
Oh,
be pretty
Foxes
fucking
love it.
hilarious.
like
Yeah.
fish that sound like foxes.
Hmm.
Just for a swim in the ocean, you've just got screaming happening all around you.
Yeah.
Fucking terrifying.
It'd be horrible, wouldn't it? You'd never step in the water again.
No,
Oh.
fucking hell.
I was in my local. I think I've told this on here before. There's a guy a guy who drinks a lot in a local pub, and he was in the Navy or something or other. And we were in there, and there's a new barmaid on, and he ordered a whiskey, right? And he went, I'll have a whiskey," and she went, "Okay."
All right.
And he went. She said to him, "Do you want ice?" And he grabbed her leant over the bar, grabbed her by the shoulders, and went, "Ice sank the Titanic."
What? It's got a revenge against ice.
Fucking, it was like, is that a yes? Is it a no?
I'd take that as a no. I'd be like, all right, man, no worries.
Cool. Yeah. Just a really funny thing to hear a guy say. Yeah. Bless him.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
Where were we?
Random
Me.
question.
Have I got to go first? Or have you just
What
done
do you
one?
mean have you got to go first? I've just
Which
done
one
one.
did
You
you? Oh, you did
nutter.
we did the one with the thing. Yeah.
The animals.
Yeah. If you could learn, I almost said, if you could swap two animals' sounds. If you could learn one skill instantly, what would it be?
How to print money.
Oh,
I mean that's a fucking genius. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
Fair
other
enough.
than that, like an actual skill that I could learn off the back, it would be like high professional snowboarding.
100%. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think twice. That is 100% my answer. I'm okay at snowboarding. I would love to be much, much better than I am.
I've
Like
never done it, but I'm
much,
like
much better than I am.
fascinated by it. It's sick.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's the best.
Uh,
It is the best feeling in the world. Genuinely, I think about snowboarding every day that I'm not snowboarding, and then while I'm snowboarding, I think about planning my next snowboarding. But that's.
constantly on your mind.
I know it's fucking ridiculous. I know that sounds insane, but I honestly don't think there's a day goes by where I don't have at least like 3 or 4 seconds going, oh, that'd be
Snowboard.
nice. Yeah, that would be
And
nice.
the other seconds are spent thinking about me.
Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh, I miss him so much.
Hmm.
When he's snowboarding, that's when he's then thinking about you.
Yeah, yeah.
I
He's
did
like, I wonder when I'm going to be able to bring Darcy on a snowboarding holiday with me, and I'm going to pay for everything.
I have brought you
Oh.
technically. I've done 2 podcast episodes while I've been away snowboarding.
It doesn't really count.
Doesn't it?
No,
Doesn't it?
I've got to be there, and we could do the après ski and do the podcast then.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
That would be fucking dangerous, is what that would be.
That would, but it'd be fucking fun.
Oh.
Right. What's one thing you think is really overrated?
Oh. One thing that's overrated.
Mm.
Well, like anything in the world.
Yeah.
Oh. Bro, I don't even know the hell. Something
Curved
that's
cupboard doors.
yeah. Something that's overrated. Brand wise, I'm gonna say, do you know Move Into Mars?
Why does that sound familiar?
Because
Yeah, I know them.
blew up like super quick, and then they
Mm.
circulated the same design, and now I just feel like they're overrated. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the one I would like to have them on the pod because they're blown up, and I do actually quite like the stuff that they have. But from
It is
what
Oh,
I've seen,
yeah,
they,
yeah,
Characters
they
are cool.
they don't really seem to release anything new. It's just the same stuff, just
Same
keeps
style,
getting
and a lot of people have then,
regurgitated.
like reused that kind of like
Yeah,
that curve around the lettering. Other people have
Mhm.
then used that.
yeah,
So that's why I feel like probably that's
Mm.
what came to my mind. So
yeah. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, I don't know. Definitely that.
Cool.
Can't think of
Cool,
anything.
Pav.
Oh, Paul moving to Mars. If you could read the mind of one celebrity, who would it be?
Oh, what? These are techie questions, you know. I've never been chucked questions like this before.
It's called the randoms, mate.
Yeah. Where do you even come up with AI generated?
No,
That'd be even
most
fucking
of it's from my brain.
Have you
Which
seen
tells you
some?
how my brain works.
Have you seen some of those AI generated videos that go off like a
Yeah.
picture? They are
Yeah.
The one
tricky
with
as
the
fuck.
with the penguin, the most
Yes.
recent
Yeah.
Mm.
What's that all about?
so fake. The guy touches the ice and it moves like jelly.
They make me feel really uncomfortable.
They are weird.
Oh, was
Like
it
the Gordon
Carl
Ramsay
from
one where he-
Yeah. Carl
They're so
from
good.
Loyal Familiar who we had on the pod sent me one a little while ago, and it was just Vin Diesel. Just Vin Diesel being Vin Diesel, but it was so fucking bizarre. I
All
was just
AI.
like, but it was like a 6-minute fucking video as well, or whatever it was, and I was just
None
like,
of it
yeah, I
makes
can't
sense.
watch this.
It's like
No,
not
no,
movements. It just looks weird. Like their arms will be like bending backwards and stuff. It's funny.
yeah, yeah. The
Have you
Gordon
seen the
Ramsay
Gordon
one
Ramsay
is
one?
good.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay one where everything's on fucking fire, and then
Yeah, and he's like
and then it's
mouthing,
like, it's so weird, so weird, so weird.
Yeah.
like cutting meat and like more meat's just like piling upon itself.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
funny.
want to watch any of that on a fucking trip.
Definitely not.
Well, you mean like a school trip? You mean, Darcy? Presumably.
Obvious.
No, drugs, Pav.
Oh, drunk. Such as
Hardcore drugs.
paracetamol and
Paracetamol, yeah.
ibuprofen.
No, fucking, that's too hardcore for me, mate. I'm on the old paracetamol.
I'm on Calpol.
Berry flavored cowbell.
I can't remember what I asked.
My
yes,
dog
so-
at the minute is on stronger drugs than I've ever been on.
She was on codeine, and now she's on something called oh,
Heroin.
basically, yeah. It's like an opioid-based drug that's really fucking
Metamorphine.
strong. No, it's like it's
Metamorphine
called
or
like Betabantim or something like that, and it's
something.
like it specifically targets pain in your nerves. And that's literally what it's designed for. It's not designed to get rid of any other pain, and she's just been a fucking zombie for the last few days. And
God.
it's like, it's bless her. It's just,
Yeah.
you just pick her up and she's just like,
Poor thing.
yeah. At least she's chilled though.
Exactly that.
True that.
Mm.
You didn't
Yeah.
answer my question anyway.
I didn't. No, I sidetracked because I couldn't think of anything. So what
You
was
got,
it?
there must be one celebrity that you'd like to bring
On
them.
celebrity?
Yeah.
It's the fact that I don't, like I said, I'm in my own little bubble. I don't. Someone like, yo, what the hell? Read their minds.
Mm.
Famous Don. Famous Don. Probably like Loyal Kana. Do you know Loyal Kana, the rapper?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
His
Love
his,
Lil Kana.
his
Can't say I'm
actual
familiar.
like lyricism, whatever the word is, lyricism, is like one, it touches base with me. Not the race stuff, obviously, like the struggle through life, ADHD wise, and all of that lot. And I just want to know what his actual thoughts are like, just so I can like gauge why his music is what it is. Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
He seems like a good lad, Lil Kana.
Yeah, he does.
What's your favorite Lil Kana song?
Oh, Plastic. Plastic's a pretty good song. And it's
I
just
like
like about
no
how-
CD of, or was it Isle of Aaron?
Oh yeah, no CD's hard. That-
Yeah.
I'm not singing one of these on the way out because I don't know them, just so you know. I'm just putting that out there now.
Nah, they are good. They're very good. I've got like a hand signed print of his. I'm pretty
Oh yeah.
was
Oh, nice.
I was obsessed at one point, and then it like fizzled out, and now he's just like one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
he's cool.
He's cool. I like him. So I don't want
Nice
to read
Nice.
what's going on.
Nice, easy one then. How do you start your day?
How do I start my day? Shouting at Alexa, telling it to shut up.
That's a
Pretty
really
much.
positive way to start your day, mate. How do you start your day? Shouting at things.
Yeah, that is literally because my Alexa goes off, and I'm like, Alexa, shut up. But now I start my day with. I've been trying to actually recently go on walks at like 9:30 in the morning. That's kind of what I've been trying to do to like freshen up my mind. Because I used to go on like Instagram and then just like scroll and waste away like 2 hours. So I've just been trying to get out, like get up, get out, start my day, come back and have like hours of my day left.
Yeah.
I start my day.
No, I feel you there, mate. I'll try and get out in the first thing in the morning to walk the dogs.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's the best thing because it's like as you said, like my ADHD kicks in like as soon as I pick up my phone and I just fucking hyperfixate on it. And I could be there like an hour and a half later and I've still not had a shower. I've not like got myself
While
up and ready.
thinking
And
in
it's
your head,
fucking
like, I need to get
yeah,
up.
yeah. And then you beat yourself up because you
Over
haven't
it.
done all that stuff. And it's just like, for fuck's sake, day ruined.
Yeah, it's just
But
better to get up and try and knuckle down, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Productive.
No, 100%, mate. 100%. I get that.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice little start. Morning walks, fresh air. Talk to the good old morning. How you doing? To all the other dog walkers. It's nice.
Nice, mate.
Yeah.
Have you got one more, Pav?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Go on then.
What is a song that immediately takes you back to a particular moment in your life?
Baby Shark. It reminds me of this sofa with my nephew. Every day it used to play for like 2 years. Yeah, definitely that. It reminds me of like.
Well, I think I know what song we're ending on.
So you don't know this because I don't tell guests before they come on, and it's a relatively new thing we're doing. But Pav, we used to end the episode on the Brand Social theme tune, which is just a song. But recently, because it also saves me the hassle of having to edit in the song, Pav sings us out.
Okay, so we're gonna hear
So-
like Baby Shark.
Well, you can pick another song if you want.
Nah, we'll stick with
we're-
that. Getting stuck in the listener's head.
We're going to lose like half of our listenership because most of them are parents and they're just like, fuck these guys. Traumatizing us with Baby Shark. But yeah, we've got but 4 more questions for you, just our final questions. So, final questions. If you weren't
What's
doing
the
what you do now,
final questions? Perfect.
Woo!
cool. If you weren't doing what you do now, what do you think you'd be doing?
If I will end what I'm doing now,
If you weren't doing what you were doing now, if you weren't doing what you are doing now, what would you be doing? Shouting at Alexa, presumably.
yeah. Probably. Wait, does this mean like if I couldn't even draw?
I will open to interpretation.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd like if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, I would probably. You're talking about job wise, yeah.
Yeah.
I would go back to what I was trained in. So I did like an apprenticeship when I was like 16, and like an automotive refinisher. So like final coats on
Oh.
cars or whatever. Used to work close with Kawasaki race bikes, doing like the Bournemouth
Oh,
team
fucking-
bikes with all the decals and stuff. So I'd probably try and go back to that. That's what I'd want to go back into doing because it was all like fun, handsy, fine detailing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
Nice.
enjoy it?
I did. I enjoy what I'm doing now a lot more. And then
Yeah.
I watched the Sunseeker for a bit, and then that killed the automotive side for me. But now I love painting cars, like with the big guns and like big spray.
Yeah.
Sick, so fun.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Come on, Pav.
Can you think of any brands that would be good to have on the podcast,
Any brands which would be good?
or artists, or anything? Anything you
Yeah,
think?
I'll put a few of my mates forward. To be fair, so we've got Mako. I'm actually gonna go on my phone quick and find their actual ats.
Yeah, do that.
So Captain.Mako, he hand makes like all of his clothing, and there's a few collaborations with me in there, but he just
How-
makes like
How's Mako spelt?
MACO.
Cool.
Captain.Mako. And then I would say another brand, an actual brand. No, I'll say Rough Cut. He's another like he makes his own clothing from scratch. That's Rough Cut Official.
Oh, nice.
So he's a good lad. He's funny, and he's just started like a YouTube videos and all of that lot. So he's moving on to the next stage of his kind
nice.
of like clothing career. So if you were to go speak to him, he'd have a lot to say. He's always
Nice.
knuckled down. So yeah, those 2 people are probably I'd say go to them.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Where can people find you?
Where can people find me? Online, Instagram, watcher.designs. My website is watcherdesigns.com. That's pretty much it. And then also there is a shop in Bournemouth Town Centre called Garment Department in the Avenue. So that is like the home of where all my merchandise is sold. So pull through, come grab some funky stuff, go and have a look at Mako's Garms, Rough Cuts Garms, Ucky, all of that lot. There's some good stuff in there. So yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So have we decided what song we're singing out on then?
I want to hear Baby Shark.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Because I've got my own way of singing this, and I'll do it purposely to wind children up. So I'm going to do that.
I'm
I'm going to do that
interested.
method. Yeah.
I mean, if it switches out what I've got stuck looping in my head on the side,
Oh, it will. It will. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm going to ask
just
the
the whole
final
3
question then.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not
Final
gonna
question, Pav. Take it away.
What is the meaning of life?
I think the meaning of life is to do what you love and love doing it. And just, if you were to be put, this is what my dad's always told me, if you're in a situation which you're not happy in, or you're going down a path which you don't feel right in, come away from it and always do what you love. Like, don't put up with no one's bullshit. Just do you and make sure that you are happy 24/7. I feel like that's the meaning of life. Just staying on top, staying happy, staying positive, and grinding, making sure you're on your hustle as well, obviously. But yeah, meaning of
Nice.
life is just staying positive, staying happy, and staying on the right path, I suppose.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice
a
one.
positive one.
Strong work.
Yes.
Cool. Right. We'll say bye to you now, mate. And Pav is going to sing us out on this
All right.
joyous
I-
tune.
I've got the lyrics up. I don't know why, because it is literally just one word and then the same word repeated over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for
But
this?
it was no, it's been really good chatting with you, mate.
Yeah,
and
no, it's been
really
good.
appreciate you
Thank
coming on.
Thank you for hitting me
Yeah,
up.
Tom, mate, thank you so much. We're gonna be
Appreciate it.
keeping an eye on you. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
100%.
starting your skate crew, aren't you?
I will try my hardest to get that down.
After receiving some very good information and like backup from us, you've got this. Don't worry.
I got it.
Don't
Easy
worry.
time.
Yeah, easy.
I like videoing as well, and photography.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
all
Yeah,
time.
so you're living the dream, aren't you? You've basically got all the skills you need to be able to do what you got to do. You just got to
Yeah.
actually do it.
Yeah.
Just do the thing.
Just do it. Doesn't
When
get
in
done.
doubt,
Do it.
when in doubt, do the thing.
Very true.
Mm.
All right.
Strong work.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
Yeah. Now I'm now going to sing you out.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm excited to hear your retake.
I don't know why I keep looking up at the lyric. I don't fucking need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. You ready?
This is the most ridiculous one yet.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Mummy shark, do 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 do. Mummy shark, do do
Could
do
go on for weeks.
do. Mummy shark, do 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 do. Mummy shark. I'll keep going.
No.